Hello there, it's the Alfie late at night or early in the morning, depending how you want to look at it. Some of you may be about to get up, and me, I'm about to go to bed. And now, this is not a real lifestyle, raw food lifestyle thing, but I'm a night owl and I gotta do my thing. I love the night when I live in New York. It's the only place, when the psychic energy is quiet. So that's why I like it. And I wanted to speak to you right now about a subject that came back to my memory when a friend posted something on my Facebook wall a couple of days ago. It is about women's intimate health. I suffered years and years ago of chronic vaginal infections that became really bad. And at the time, I was seeing some doctors, allopath doctors. Yes, I did that in the past. We learn. and the treatments they gave me would not work at all. They would work a couple of days, then it would just start back with a vengeance. It was awful. It was like debilitating, right? To a point where the lab work test came back really not good. And I said, you know what, you guys, that's it. You just back off. I'm taking care of this from now on. And I went to the bookstore. At the time, we only had the Barnes and Noble location on 17th Street and 5th, which is now the Annex, right? And I spent hours there looking at naturopathy books. And, I studied naturopathy as a young girl in Paris, and I had this influence already, and I had this taste for that kind of healthcare. And I came up basically with, okay, I need garlic because garlic is a natural antibiotics. And I was wondering how I could absorb enough garlic that through the digestive process, it would still go inside the vagina, do what it had to do. And somebody said, no, it's not going to work like that. On top of it, I don't really like garlic. So then, boom, light bulb. I was like, well, it's perfect, the vagina, and I can just use it as a suppository, right? So I came home, I did just that. I got myself some nice organic garlic. I peeled it very carefully because, the flesh of the garlic, the juice of the garlic, if you cut through it, through the clove, can be very irritating to the vaginal walls. What you want to do is just like, let's say you put it on your tongue. If it doesn't irritate your tongue, it's not going to irritate your vaginal wall, basically, right? So, and then at the time, I was a little bit nervous about leaving that thing. So I made a little tampon. You can use dental floss or something, and you create a little tampon. So this way, you can always remove it if you want to or whatever. But this is not going to go anywhere. Your cervix is there, if you understand your anatomy, and it's not going to let that clove go anywhere unless you're giving birth and it's all dilated. It can get lost in your body, and even if it was open, it still will not get lost in your body, but it will be a little more complicated, right? We don't want it in the womb now. But all this to say, because I know some women out there may not be completely conscious of how this works, so that's why I'm giving those details. But most of you out there are. But anyway, for the anecdote. So what I would say, just be careful when you peel it. Lay down. Don't use any oil or anything, just a little water to slide it in there. Relax. And you will know really quickly if it's for you or not. For me, the kind of strain of bacteria that I suffered from, the garlic was perfect. It reestablished the balance of the flora amazingly within a minute, within 30 seconds, not even. I could feel the difference. Now, I had a friend to whom I gave the tip. She tried it. It didn't work. She had obviously a different strain. It's maybe what it is. I don't know. So, and it may not be that. I don't know. I concluded maybe a different strain of bacteria. Who knows? But for her, the tea tree oil suppositories you can buy in health food store, that worked really well. So that's another tip I'm giving you like this, but I have never tried it for me, okay? But I know for that friend it worked. So that's basically it. Then you let it do its thing. Unless you get nervous, whatever, pull on it, remove it. But otherwise, let the intelligence of your vagina dictate that healing, okay? It's gonna know when to release the little garlic. It's gonna know you don't, even if you keep it up there for days like I did the first time. I was amazed. I was like, go to the bathroom and everything, the things are not coming down. It's like, well, it needed to do some work, and it was doing what it needed to do over maybe 4 or 5 days, and then finally release. It was really like a release. It came out, and it came out with the toxins in the mucus and everything. Sorry to be so graphic, but no, you gotta say it like it is. That's the human body here. And that feels incredible, I tell you, when you heal something at that level with something so simple. It's just nature, right? And for me, it took maybe 6 months of using that little remedy, but more and more rarely, because I was healing more and more. So in the next few months, I was using maybe a couple cloves, that I would keep a day, and then I would not need to put anything for 2 weeks, and then I would need to put another fresh one, and you will see how it just spaces itself out, depending how bad is the infection in the first place. So unfortunately, I don't remember the name of that bacteria strain. I cannot guide you on that, but at the same time, I'm not a medical doctor here. This is not medical advice, This is just to be healthy, to reestablish balance in the vaginal flora. You just put a plant, basically, that is known to absorb toxins. And we know that as raw food is, right? Because they always say, well, some even don't even eat anymore garlic and onion and things like this. Because when you don't know also how long it's been sitting there in a restaurant or whatever, the food that you buy or prepared, it absorbs the toxins in its environment. If you put it into an inner environment like the body, it will do the same thing. I've heard even of a woman, and I've never tried that, putting it as a suppository but rectally, and same thing for regeneration purpose, and it works supposedly amazingly. This woman was like vibrant and very healthy at a very late age. So, that's something you may want to Google and research. And this is a panacea. It's like ginger and those things, those kind of plants, they are a gift to us, if we know how to use them. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And if you have any comment or questions, I'll answer the best I can based on my experience. And I hope that it can be useful to you. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.